Hey guys, Dino here. I've got a brew day happening this morning. Just woken up and I'm just heating up my mash water. So we're only at 21 degrees at the moment. So while that's happening, I just thought I'd run through what I'm making. So I've decided to do a cherry rye porter. It's based on a porter recipe that I found, and I've just added some rye and I'm going to add cherries as well. But I'll just run through what I'm using. So I've got, this is just for a half batch, so I've got 2 kilos of ale malt, 250 grams of chocolate malt. This is something I haven't used before. This is Gladfield's roasted wheat, 150 grams. And then I've got rye malt here, 500 grams, which makes up about 20% of the grain. And then finally I've got crystal malt here. And then for my hops I've got East Kent Goldings. I've just got 2 additions, one at 60 minutes and one at 5 minutes. Just 25 grams of each, and then I'm going to use the SO4 yeast. So yeah, this is a brew day. So yeah, just getting everything ready. Here's the grain basket. Once the water's up to temp, I'll drop that in and we'll come back and show you what's happening. Cheers guys. Hey guys, we're back again. Just doing the recirculating mash. Hopefully you can see it's where it's really nice dark colour now. Fairly clear. Yeah, we're about halfway through the mash at this stage, so it's all going swimmingly well. So we'll come back probably when I start doing the sparge shortly. Okay, we've finished the mash guys, and I'm just sparging using the new hot water urn. So I've got the hot water coming out here through the pump and then down over the top using the sparge ring. I'm just collecting the liquid down here in the bottom, so we'll get the pre-boil volume that we're looking for, which is about 16 litres, and then I'll come back when we start the boil. Okay, so we've finished the sparge and we've got everything up to the boil, so we're just going to start the 60-minute hot addition. So here we go, 25 grams of East Kent Goldings at 60 minutes. Here we go. Cool. So we'll come back. There's only 2 hop additions, one at 60 and one at 5, so we'll come back when we do the final addition. Cheers guys. Smelling great. Looking good too. Beautiful colour. Cheers, we'll catch you later. Just about coming to the end of the boil. I've just popped the wort chiller in just to sterilise it, and I am putting in the final addition of hops. I forgot to grab the packet, and just putting in the wort as well. Cool, so we'll give that 10 minutes and then we will start cooling the wort down. Cheers guys. Okay, I've just hooked up the wort chiller and we're just cooling down. Be interesting to see how quickly this cools down to yeast pitching temperature. Okay guys, I've just finished cooling the wort down to about 24 degrees and just transferring it into the fermenter. It's looking nice and clear, you can see through it, which is good. So yeah, just finish this stage off and then I'll come back afterwards. Cheers. Okay, brew day is all done and dusted. I've just finished the cleanup and covered everything up. The only issue I had was I did have a slightly stuck mash, and I think that's because of the wheat and rye malt. I think they're quite bad for that, for creating a stuck mash, but I managed to get over that, and yeah, ended up 2 points off my numbers. Software said 1054 and ended up at 1.05 yeah, 1052, so happy with that. Got the fermenter tucked up in this fermentation box that my neighbour gave me a while back. Because it's winter here, I only have to provide a source of heat, so unfortunately I couldn't get my heat pad in here as well, but what I've done is I've got a light bulb in a tin can, which is hooked up to the temperature controller, and that should be able to provide enough heat for the fermenter. So yeah, that's all done and dusted, guys. Ended up with a little bit short in the fermenter, ended up with about 8.5 litres. I was hoping for a little bit more than that. But apart from that, all went pretty well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we will be in touch once I'm ready for a taste test. Cheers guys, over and out.